If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it.
Are you looking for Rebel Clash codes? They are already available on Poton Store, as you can see, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off, or for any purchase of all the other code cards they have.
For the European players, Millibots Gaming has everything you need from collectibles to all the new Pokemon Sword and Shield cards, and Rebel Clash is now in stock. Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video where we are going to be taking a look at the brand new cards from the set of Darkness Ablaze. This is my proposal for a very standard, very solid, very powerful ETERNATUAS VMAX deck to start us off in the new formats that will be starting up in August. We are not too far away from Darkness Ablaze, and obviously ETERNATUAS VMAX is one of the most talked about cards from the set, and with good reason. Because first of all, it's Dark type and therefore it demolishes Dragapult, or should demolish Dragapult most of the time, right? But then its ability Infinity Zone, if all your Pokemon in play are Dark, you may now have up to 8 Dark Pokemon on your bench, and you can't play any other type of Pokemon. When this ability no longer works, discard your bench Pokemon until there are 5 left. So pretty cool ability, reminds us of Skyfield, right? However, this ability only applies to Dark type Pokemon, and it goes really well with the new Crobat V. However, I'm not going to talk about Crobat V yet. I'm going to talk about the attack first. Dread End does 30 damage, and this attack does 30 damage times the number of your Dark Pokemon. Now, why is this important? Because it goes really well with the ability. Usually, if you could only have 5 bench Pokemon, you would be dealing 150 damage, which for 2 energy is a very solid amount. 180 damage, which for 2 energy is a very, very solid amount. But thanks to your ability, you can actually deal up to 270 damage as long as you have 8 benched Dark Pokemon. So a really powerful attack, obviously a lot of synergy with the ability, and it's really good, right? Because we get a brand new support Pokemon, which is now Crobat V. Yeah, Crobat V will remind us, or remind a lot of you, of Shaymin EX, in the sense that its ability Night Acid, once you return when you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. And you can't use more than 1 Night Acid ability during your turn. That is the big difference between Shaymin EX's setup. You can play down up to 4 Shaymins in a single turn, and even more thanks to Scoop Up Net. However, you can only play 1 Crobat V, so it has the same restriction as the Dene GX's Steady Change ability, but that's okay. It's a really nice extra option to have, and it goes really well in this deck because it not only provides draw power, but it benefits, or it helps power up ETERNATUAS' VMAX Dread End attack by 30 extra damage. So it's a win-win by playing 4 of them. This probably does mean that the price of Crobat V will not be cheap, especially when the set comes out and ETERNATUAS VMAX is like the new shiny toy that everybody wants to play with. But Crobat V is one of those cards that you will be using in almost every deck, at least 1 or 2 copies, if not more, for the foreseeable future, right? For the 2020-2021 season, wow, it's a lot of 20 for the 2020-2021 season and the 2021-2022 season. Wow, that's confusing. Anyway, for the next 3 years, for the next 3 years, you'll probably end up using Crobat V a lot. Its attack is nothing to talk about really. 2 energy, 70 damage. That's a decent number, right? Decent number, but if you're attacking with Crobat V in your ETERNATUAS VMAX deck, you're probably in trouble, and you get the poison, but that's really not relevant. Now, we are playing 4 Galarian 6 Agon to use its ability, so we can place extra damage counters, get those KOs on the Pokemon that might be utilizing Big Charm, or the Toughness Cape that we saw in yesterday's video in Vigavolt, in order to increase their HP and try to be out of range of ETERNATUAS' attack. And in an ideal world, right, where you end up playing 7 damage counters, right? So 4 6 seconds plus 3 scoop up nets, or 3 6 seconds plus 4 scoop up nets onto an opposing ETERNATUAS VMAX, you actually do get the 1 KO on them with your attack. So 6 seconds is there to add to the damage for the dread end attack. However, it also adds that bonus little 10 damage, which might make a difference, especially if you can't keep your bench full every single time. Now we also have Absol to mess around with opponents. We do have 2 copies of that to mess around with people that will be playing air balloons, that might play U-turn boards, right? Or just in general to annoy opponents that think they have a free trigger and then they don't. So it's just extra good dark Pokemon, and the same story with the Hoopa. Now there is a brand new Hoopa that we could be playing as well. The requirement to free retreat, or to retreat before you attack with it, I think that's a little bit of a deterrent here, because we're not playing the new Dark Energy, the new special Dark Energy, Hide Energy. So I prefer this Hoopa, because in a universe where you're up against a mirror match, and they have like their own 6 seconds and Crobats and ETERNATUAS VMAXs, then for a single energy, Hoopa will be dealing a bunch of damage and can soften them up in order for you to finish them off with your ETERNATUAS VMAX. Now, as you can see, supporters wise, we are not playing any of the new dark type supporters, or the Rose, which supports VMAX with discard your hand. I feel like Marnie and Research and Boss Orders were good enough. We do have a ton of Pokemon Search, since we do have the new Crobat B for draw support. So we have 4 Quick Balls, which gets us that Crobat. We have triple Great Ball and triple Pokegum, along with 4 Scoop Up Net to recycle those 6 seconds and possibly retreat Absol or Hoopa if we do start with them. We have triple Power Plant. If we get Crobat, we don't want our opponent to be able to use the Dene along with any other GX abilities. And we have the Dangerous Drill to mess with energy attachments of special energies, which we are seeing a bunch more lately, along with any tools or stadiums that you might need to discard with the Dangerous Drill. That's really nice, since we probably do have spare dark type Pokemon at any given time. And we have the 2 Air Balloons for retreat to make sure that we can attack with the ETERNATUAS VMAX on turn 2, along with 2 Capture Energy so that we can continue to establish our board, and the 8 basic Golden Darkness Energy. So a really powerful deck. I do think it's going to have a very big presence. It did pretty well. A list very similar to this did pretty well, and which I based this on, did pretty well at this Japanese National Online 2020 tournament that happened recently. So this is expected to continue its dominance, continue its important presence, especially because it's, like I said, the new shiny toy from the new set. Dark historically has been a very popular and powerful type in the Pokemon TCG, especially in the last like 10 years probably. So it's expected to continue that way, and yeah, should be pretty fun deck to be able to like have these huge benches and be playing Crobat and Supporter to draw a bunch of cards and placing damage counters all over the place with your first 6 seconds and hitting for a lot of damage every single turn. So yeah, I apologize for the last video where I forgot to that Lost Thunder, that Thunder Mountain was part of Lost Thunder, not from Team Up, and therefore it is rotating. So deck needs to be structured differently, but Vikavolt V will probably still be playable. So look forward to another updated Vikavolt V deck profile, right? I'm also looking into making the CDI. I'm also looking to showcase Discord. So if you're enjoying these sort of videos, if you enjoy the post-rotation format, and if you have any suggestions on any decks you'd like to see, please leave them down below in the comments, and I will definitely try my best to take a look at it. As you can see, I've tried to improve a lot on the animations of the videos and how they flow and everything. Throughout this video, they do take a lot of time, so it's really appreciated if you comment, if you like, and if you end up liking the video, why not subscribe if you haven't yet, in order to support the channel and to encourage me to continue bringing and dedicating the time to producing these videos. So yeah, looking forward to more of this very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you tomorrow for another post-rotation video. Bye bye.